Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Well, it is a welcome for me too because I haven't been on it for a long time, and I think it's been like a year that I haven't been on it or that I haven't uploaded. So sorry for those who have been waiting and haven't been doing anything. I do apologize, but I'm hoping to get back on track and start posting again. Lately I've been doing this die cutting technique, and I wanted to share it with you. I've shared it on Instagram and on Facebook, and I've shared how I do it, I've described how I've been doing it, but I think showing it on video will be better, and it will help because I'm also a visual learner, so seeing how something is done really helps me to understand how it works. So it's essentially basically what I've been. Wow, essentially basically. It's basically a technique where you take a cover plate and it usually cuts out all these small pieces. So for example, I'm going to use a quilted backdrop for this example. But you could use any cover plate that cuts out little details like this will work excellent with this technique. So it usually cuts out all of these pieces, right? But this time you would put a colored cardstock on top of your main piece, so on top of your background panel, and you would cut that colored piece onto the main, and you will have this embedded look. So the pieces that you don't want, that you initially didn't want, like don't want, actually gets stored, not stored, but it gets stuck inside the second or the bottom card panel. I'm hoping that makes sense. So we all know that this lawn fawn called the backdrop is a nightmare actually to get all of the pieces out, and but I find that with this technique you don't really have to worry about that, and so it's also like it's what's the word, like I forgot the word for it. How do you explain it? You don't have that mess to deal with, I guess, because you get this look from it. But yeah, so I'm going to show you how I do it. So ideally I would use a full um full a full sheet, not full sheet, but like a larger than an A2 sized card panel, because this die cuts out an A2 frame. It will cut out the actual A2. So having an already cut card will it will be a problem because it will shift, so you won't get the exact A2 size. So but for now, for this example, I will use a pre-cut card. So what you do is you get a heavier cardstock. So I've got a Bristol Smooth, or you can use a Nina, you can use any card that you have, and you place it down onto your cutting plate, and then you put the colored sheet. I'm gonna use it's smaller than the A2 panel, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, you could use a bigger one, especially if you want some parts. Like it doesn't really matter, but maybe I should use a fuller one just to show you for the first one. I'm gonna get a some a bigger sheet. I'll get a Nina, so a Nina cardstock. So Nina, I think it's at £80, and I put that on top of of the bottom of the white one, and then you place the cover plate on top. You could definitely tape it down, but I think this is why next time I will do a bigger bit of cardstock, and then you run it through your die cutting machine. It will be difficult to pass through because obviously you have two layers of card. It's really hard actually. Sometimes I have to hold it down with my arm to get it to go through. but it will go through. And sometimes I think like putting it in the other way helps. But you would hear that. You'll think you have broken your machine, but it's fine. And then when you release it, just release it gently. See, as you can see, look, it cuts off. So that's why I would recommend using a bigger piece of panel. But when you lift up, you get this. Now, not every single dot has come off. As you can see, there's still some stuck inside. But this is the beauty of this technique, that you won't always get the same look. Now, you can keep it like this, and you'll have this bumpy texture. And with this, you might have some fallout, so some of it will fall out. Or you can go back in without the dye. Just put your cover plate back on top, your cover plate aside, and you put the top cover for your cutting machine, and just run it through again. And this will press down all those loose bits into your card base, your panel. So as you can see, before it was a bit of dimension on it, but now it's all pushed in, and you can work with that. So you could literally put it's a beautiful base for a really simple card. Hello, you can put a hello on there. You know, it's amazing. I've done so much cards with these, and I keep going back with this technique because it gives that elegant look, or clean and simple. So you can literally change out any. You can literally use any colored cardstock, and you can have any look. So this is what I did with the yellow one. So this would be perfect for spring. Here's look. How adorable is that? It's just gorgeous. It's so beautiful, and it's just simple and elegant. And I am in love. So if I did the green one, probably do a green. But this, it goes together so beautiful as well. And there are also the benefit of this technique is you get 2 card bases from 2 panels from one pass through the die cutting machine. So yeah, so that's how you make the inlaid or embedded die cutting technique that I've been doing. If you have any questions, feel free to comment or message me. And let me think if I have anything else to say. Yes, try and not get a really thick cardstock to cut it through, because obviously, like, you don't want a really heavy cardstock. It wouldn't pass. It literally won't pass through. So try and experiment. Do experimentation. I think it's a fun technique. And as you can see, like, most of it gets most of it is released into here, and you don't have that mess of all those little tiny bits of stuff like this. So yeah, I don't know, I don't think I have anything else to add about this technique. It's really simple, it's really quick, and it's striking, it's amazing, it's a beautiful like look that you get. So you can put floral, a beautiful card, and it's just lovely. And I think I shall not ramble on any longer, and I will see you guys next time, hopefully with a card. So bye bye.